the Too Many Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle. Every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock Dead P. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. Too Many Hats podcast. Top of the morning to you, my good people. Happy Wednesday. No, Wednesday. Hump Day Wednesday. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, man. It's your host with the most, Tony Mays. Lavelle couldn't be on this morning and keep him in your prayers this morning. As for he wasn't able to be on this morning. So we're gonna definitely keep him lifted up in prayer. And so my wife went to old trusted social media, sent us another great topic today. And I think it's a really, really good topic. Really good topic. And it'll probably lead to other questions or maybe other observations, but it's a very good question this morning. I wanna give a shout out this morning, man. I just want to shout out again, man, all of our viewers and listeners who whether you're on at 8 or you go back and listen to the broadcast. We want to say thank you. We appreciate you. You guys are the real MVP, man. It seems like you guys show up when we need you the most, and so we appreciate you tuning in and then just checking us out on a daily basis. We're on Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook and YouTube platform. And if you have not subscribed, good morning, Mel. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube page, make sure you go to the 2 Men and a Half Podcast YouTube podcast page and subscribe as well. Matter of fact, let me put up the little. So if you're on your computer, you can take your cell phone and just scan it. And there you go. So you can actually scan that QR code right there and go to our YouTube page and actually subscribe to it. All right. Good morning, Miss Gwen. Good morning. Yeah. So again, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all are the real MVPs, man, this morning. I don't know how true this is, but I was just scrolling through Facebook and I saw you guys know Marshawn Nealon, the young man who played for the Cowboys, actually took his life about a week or so ago. But supposedly his dad died a couple of days later from grief. I don't know how true it is, but he had already lost his Marshawn Nealon's mother had already passed before he went to the league, and then now the son took his own life because he was dealing with his mother's grief, and then supposedly the dad has passed due to his grief. Man, grief is a horrible thing, man. Some people just don't know how to deal with it, don't know how to handle it. People deal with things differently. And so it could be tough. Good morning, Zoe. It could be very tough for some people. So but again, shout out to y'all, man. And we'll keep Marshawn Nealon's family in our prayers. It's coming up quick, y'all. It is coming up quick. Our homeless second annual Tents for the Homeless, November the 22nd, 10:30 a.m. to 1 at Morris Park, 747 Poplar Avenue. We're kind of beyond the point of sending in cash. Well, you can still send in cash donation because we can use them for next year. So I ain't gonna tell you not to send in no cash donation. So if you still want to cash app us or cheddar or however you want to send it, you can still send it, give it because we can use it for next year. We ain't turning down no cash donations. But our partners, I thank God for our partners, Lake Grove, MB Church, New Sardis, Men's Department, Diamond Delights, Hand Up, DJ One Love Entertainment, Amazing Investments, and of course, Two Men and a Half Podcast, man. We are grateful for what you guys have done. Yeah, there's no timetable through grief. It's not at all. But yeah, make sure you guys are able to be here. If you guys are able to be here on Saturday, make sure you guys are here. Well, on the 22nd. So Monica also come up with. Go down, Tony. Get tongue twisted. Monica, good morning, Miss Bartlett. Monica has also come up with a coat drive that same day. Well, not necessarily a coat drive, but handing out coats. So if you have some coats that you're not using, some slightly worn, or maybe you might even have a new coat that you ain't wore yet, a new coat, slightly worn coats. Bring those out, man. We're gonna hand those out because we do have people that have decided to donate hats and scarves and gloves and stuff. And so we just gonna make it a day of just parlaying and handing out stuff, man. Being a blessing. So we need y'all on deck, man. All hands on deck, man. Come on out and share with us on that day. We're gonna be giving out tents, sleeping bags, man, toiletries, scarves, hats, food coupons. We'll be giving it out, everything, man. So y'all come on out and share with us on the 22nd. All right. Good morning, C.
Good morning, man. What's going on?
Glad you could join us this morning.
Yeah, thanks for the short notice.
I know you can handle it.
For sure, man. I got up, man. My laptop was on 2% and all that. Yeah.
It's all good. You got to keep it charged, brother.
I see now.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know. All right, let's jump on in this topic this morning, man. Trolling the opposite sex on social media.
Hey, Tony. Hold on, Tony. I need to address something real quick because I watched the show last night. Okay. When I got off work, I watched the show. And my sister's sitting up there lying, talking about she was beating me up as a kid and I was holding grip. That is a bold-faced lie. 2 Men and a Half Podcast people. My sister is lying, man. That is a bold-faced lie. And I had to put that out there. Okay, go ahead. That's it.
Man, y'all funny, bro.
That's her, bro.
She did come back and said, "No, I'm just kidding."
Okay. I didn't hear that part, but
yeah, see there, you ain't come back and see it. She came back and said it. But trolling the opposite sex on social media, is it cheating? Is it cheating when you troll the opposite sex on social media? Yeah, man, that sibling rivalry, man. They funny with it.
You said I still got the bruises.
They funny with it, man.
I'll be there on we can talk about it then.
I got a video. Monica don't never give me no topic without trying to send me a little video. So I'm gonna play. I haven't even seen the video, y'all. So I'm gonna play this video, then we'll jump into the actual topic.
On social media, cheating, liking and commenting on thirst traps, pictures, and videos.
I'm okay with my man liking other photos as long as it stays on the photo. Now, if you're sliding in the DMs and stuff like that, then we have a problem. You see what I'm saying? Because now your intent is to cheat. But a man seeing attractive, you know how many times I go down my timeline? Every time I see a woman with a face, I be like, ooh, tap, tap, because it's just something intriguing about that.
I get what you're saying. If I see my lady liking booty pics, cool. But if she liking pics, like...
And I do.
Now, to your point a while ago, baby. If my husband tap a thirst trap, it's going to be some tapping with these hands. I'm not quite there yet, okay? The Lord is still working on me in that department, okay? We have that clear understanding, okay? Because we know, and this is just like as a woman, we know how that goes. If the public knows that you are with me and you were in their likes or something like that, as women, we have these kind of conversations. So you are making me look like a fool.
Yeah.
And that is humiliating. And we don't do well with humiliation. Like once you are humiliated publicly online, it's ongoing. And that conversation go from one girl's group to the next girl's group until you're just mocking at that point. So I believe that in this context, if there's a lack of moral conviction, that really needs to be a conversation. And Ace is right. If something goes unpunished, if there is no consequence, they're not going to see the wrong in their behavior. So they're going to repeat the behavior. Make the consequence. That's why I always say, whenever we have a boundary, attach it with a consequence.
Yeah.
This is the consequence. We're not going to leave it as, well, I said don't do that because it hurts my feeling. No, I told you the first time, and you did it, and I was vocal about it. So this is a consequence. Okay. Consequence may not be severe. It may not be that I'm leaving you, but you did it again. Now I'm going to reinforce this boundary with a more serious consequence, and it may end up leaving you.
No, yeah. Well,
I also say make sure, ladies, you're not double tapping on Michael B. Jordan with his shirt off as well, because it's the same thing. It's equivalent.
See, look.
So, in this particular context, do you think that trolling the opposite sex on social media is cheating? So I'm kind of like the first lady. As long as you just tapping the like on the screen and you keep going, cool. But if it goes from you tapping like to making all these lustful comments, ooh, he's so fine, and slide in the DMs, we got a problem.
Yeah.
We got a problem.
Yeah, because that's like pre-cheating. That's like you ain't getting that DM, you trying to knock something. You don't want to see how the character is because she got a bad body. You in that DM for a reason. So yeah, I would consider it cheating.
So I mean, cause I go down, I just like everybody post. I go down there like. I just like everybody post, you know. But if you taking the time to click on it, hold that like button down till it pop up to you can love to pick, it's hard to pick and make a comment. Oh, you doing too much.
Yeah,
you doing too much.
That's
This
true.
lady asked on another show. She asked this guy a question. She said, "Why is it that men will say that they don't like women who post these pics with their butt showing and the BBLs and their breasts all out and all that stuff?" She said, "But they always admiring the pictures." He said, "Let me answer that question for you." He said, "Have you ever been at the mall and like the food court?" He said, "You know, they always got these Asians, they come out with the samples. They let you try a sample. You know darn well you're not gonna get the whole thing, but you just want to try the sample anyway. Just get the sample." He says the same thing. All they want to do is sample it or hit it or smash, hit your DM to smash. He said, but they don't really want to love you or wife. They just want to sample.
My thing is, I don't mind looking at it. I just don't want minds doing it. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. Like, it is what it is. When females do what they do, man. I don't like minds doing it. Make me feel some kind of way, but I don't got to worry about that. But still, though,
what you saying is, if a dude posted a picture, you just want her to scroll right past, just keep going.
I don't. You know what? I don't even pay no attention to that. When she in her phone, she do what she do in her phone, bro. Because if I see something I like, I might tap the heart and. I'm getting the nasty eyes. I ain't even said nothing. This is crazy. Anyway, yeah, man. I just don't, you know.
So I'm just trying to make sure I understand you. So you can go down your timeline, see a woman pick or whatever, and you can hard it or double tap it to keep going, but she can't do it.
Yeah, she can do it.
Oh, she can do it, but
I'm talking about her putting those type of pics out there like that.
Putting
the
pics
on
her. Okay,
like,
I get
you know, because she's asking men like to see it, but then they say they don't like it. They don't like they women to do it, but they still like to see it. That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I just think like when you're actually and like I thank God I got a wife that just don't like she think enough of herself not to put them kind of pictures out there all like that, with herself. So but there are women who I just believe love the attention and they do that to get the attention and they gonna get the attention.
They gonna get it.
And I always saying is the kind of attention that you're getting may not be the kind of attention you actually want. Because it might not be those and then if it is a dude on that time about wife and you wouldn't date him to save your life.
Right.
Because you have standards or she has standards.
Right.
So she gonna get the thirsty men or he gonna get the thirsty women. I've seen the same thing. Well, man, you go down the post, man got his shirt off, man, he flexing, and the woman. I seen this dude post a video one time where he was running with his shirt off, and I said, "Let me see what these women." I went straight to the comment, and the women on there, forget him running, girl. You see that thing bouncing around? I said, "That's to me." If I went to them comments and I saw Monica in the comments saying that, we got a problem.
It's a problem. Oh, you just watching him bounce around, huh?
That's doing too much, bro. That's doing too much. We can't now. We ain't doing it.
She'd be mad at you if you put your little gray joggers on and stuff.
Man, right.
Yeah.
Tell me in a minute, your business showing, babe. You got to take them out. Your business out. Monica said, I think it can possibly lead to cheating. You crack the door and now it's open. Your intentions may be pure, but the other person, male or female, could see that heart as an opportunity. I'm just saying.
For sure. People read stuff the wrong way.
Especially if everybody else is just liking the pick and then you harden it.
Right.
They might be, oh, he harded the pick. She harded the pick. She ain't just like it. And Cheryl don't do too much.
Yeah, look at her.
Cheryl said, I have more respect for myself to post them, and at the same time, it's showing. Why am all my comments are not showing? It's showing my kids that are on my Facebook not to do this. You have to be discreet. There has to be some type of imagination, something left to the imagination. Yep.
They don't need to be imagining nothing. What you talking about, bro? What is she talking about, bro?
They don't need to be imagining nothing.
Gonna make me run up in that room, boy.
All right. So is trolling the opposite sex on social media the same as cheating? Here's a thoughtful outlook at online boundaries and trust. I mean, there has to be some boundaries, man. You got to put some boundaries out there. I like, the fact that, and we used to say it's the young girls doing it, right? It ain't just the young girls doing it, bro.
No,
it definitely ain't just the young girls doing it. It's women our age and older doing it.
Yeah,
I'm talking about they putting on the what's these they ain't really called sundresses. I don't even know what they call them dresses. The dresses that's got they kind of long like the sundresses, but they got to split down both sides.
Yeah.
And they put them on, and then they just do the back and they jiggle, twerk. Like
Cherry Ellis Ross.
You oldest, and you still doing that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what kind of attention are you just trying to gun? I mean, what? Like, I don't understand it, to be honest.
What they call it, clickbaiting? That's what it is.
I don't know. I don't fully understand it. Ms. Gwen said, it is our responsibility to self-regulate ourselves before others address it with us. Respect starts at home. Yep.
Yeah.
Monica said, be on my page with the thumbs up, and on these heifers page with the heart. Houston, we have a problem.
Man, what? Oh, man, that's just funny, bro.
That's crazy.
In Houston, we got a problem.
But it's it's I think they had somebody had put out there, they had a page, an actual social media page that was a group or something that was exposing people who was dating other people who was cheating or whatever. And the same, they had one for women and one for men. And they were like, oh, it's so and so. And I was like, y'all got too much time on y'all hands.
Yeah.
You got way too much time on your hand to be sitting back there creating a whole group to expose folks. Man, please. I ain't got that kind of time.
No.
What does trolling mean in this context? Trolling here refers to posting flirtatious, provocative, or attention-seeking comments online. Even if it intended as a joke, it can still cross emotional boundaries. Such actions can feel disrespectful or humiliating to a partner. If y'all listen to what Kitty said in the video, she said that's humiliating for me. And if I've told you I don't like that, don't do that, and you do that, she said, because what women do is women will take that, screenshot that, and they'll pass it around. Look at her man, her man on here liking some other woman, and you know, and it can be humiliating for her. So she says, don't do it. Zoe says the mannequin is just in the window for display only. You stop, look at it, and keep going. Come on, Zoe. Look, but don't touch. I don't even look at it, stare at it long. So I just scroll on past it. Because this is what my thing is. Even if you stop and you look at it too long, now your mind is getting to wonder.
Right.
If you're looking at it too long, why are you sitting there looking at it that long?
Great topic.
Tony, I don't remember the page, but that is a very real group page. Yeah, I know somebody had brought it up, and I think Lavelle said, yeah, it was one out there like that. So I'm not really sure, but they said they had group page out there, men and women exposing each other. I was
like the teacup or something.
I couldn't even tell you, bro. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. That's crazy. But trolling, you know, if even though you might have people that, and I'm gonna tell you like this is how I feel about it. If every time I go to my timeline and you have a post on there showing your butt, you shaking, jiggling, I'm probably gonna remove you from my friend zone anyway, because I don't want to see that every time. You ain't gonna set me up, have me, because there's only so many times I can not look. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I feel like you too attention seeking for me. I got to remove you from my list. And so at that point, that's what I do. I remove you from my list, my friends list. I don't want to every time I open up social media, you twerking, showing your butt, got your butt hot stuff. Nah. See, sometimes people can cause you to stumble and fall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you open that door.
Crack doors eventually open. Man, Zoe said we all know now. Don't do too much.
Don't do too much.
Don't do too much. But even if you felt like it might be a joke, you might have felt like, hey, you know, I'm done. Let me sit this little joke out here. You may have intended for a joke, but it still just crossed some boundaries. You cross some lines, man.
But everybody know when they say, what they really meant. You know, you just don't say stuff. Oh, it was a joke, but you knew what you was saying when you said it. You knew how.
If you try to put it off as a joke, you probably still meant it.
Yeah, because you said it.
Yeah. You know, that's why, you know, sometimes people be trying to act like they joking, and they have these little snide comments and stuff trying to act like they joking. You be like, you really meant what you said.
Mm-hmm.
You will laugh at
I'm just joking, man. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's don't be funny to me. I ain't gonna lie. You know, because you could tell when somebody's genuinely joking about something versus somebody who's just being snide and, just, being an a-hole. You can really tell.
Yeah.
So you go from admiring to lusting, right? Because you if you watch every time a person posts something, it come down your line, you watch it. Man, sooner or later you're gonna be,
Like, man, they keep hurting my stuff. Let me see what they talking about.
Right.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Yep.
So emotional versus physical cheating. Cheating isn't only physical. A lot of people think just when you just go through the act of laying down with somebody or being in somebody's presence, touching, holding, feeling, kissing, hugging, is physical cheating, but that is not the only kind of cheating. Physical cheating involves physical intimacy with someone else, but emotional cheating is forming secret emotional or romantic bonds. That's how a lot of it started anyway.
Right.
If you really think about it, is that hey, how you doing? Oh, you cute today. Oh man, you be cute. You always be smelling good. It's all the little smaller stuff, and it leads up, And if a woman or a man don't shut that down quick, and it keeps happening, it's gonna transform into something else. Transform into an ass woman. Tell her we can hear her on live.
Man, what have y'all done today, man? God, leave, bro.
She's talking about whooping somebody. Hey,
it ain't even 9:30 yet, and this woman talking about putting hands on stuff.
but I think that's where a lot of women get mad at men a lot of times from the emotional standpoint of cheating, the emotional cheating. It's like I've seen or heard, not really seen, but kind of heard of women getting upset with their men or man for they come in, he watching porn, because they feel like if you watching it, that means you lusting for another woman, or whatever, and that ain't cool. And some women say, no, I'm cool with that. We join, watch it together, and learn new stuff, So it just really just depends on the person and how they feel. It's like Kitty said, if I have a boundary in that area and I tell you I don't like that, then don't cross that boundary. That's fair. What I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fair.
So when people set boundaries, you can't just overstep their boundary because this is what I like doing. But then y'all probably ain't gonna be like Kitty said. The first time, I'm gonna say, hey, you crossed the boundary. The second time, I might even come on now. But after that, I might leave you. So when you do that emotional cheating, you're forming a secret emotional or romantic bond with somebody. Even though you might not even think it. Oh, we ain't doing it, but just talking at work and no. That's why you have to be careful at work with these work husbands and work wives. You have to be real careful. If you complimenting all the time, you look good, you smell good, I'm telling you, it's gonna escalate.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. And you could read people's energy, man. You know, because they say it a certain way, and when they saying like you just gotta avoid all of that, bro.
One day, I was at work, and I think this was the first time that this woman noticed I had a nose ring, and she walked up to me and she was like, we was talking, and she said, "Ooh, you got that nose ring, that's so sexy." And I said, "Well, I gotta go on back over here to my office." I heard you got on that. Nope.
Get somewhere.
And even though she wasn't nowhere near the type of woman that I would ever talk to, but I still didn't want to give her the impression that I was feeding into what she was saying.
Exactly.
Right. Monica said both are bad. Good morning, Miss Paulette. Both are bad. Oh my God, I forgot. Both are bad, but emotional cheating can be way worse than physical cheating.
Yeah.
Both are bad. What Miss Gwen say? Clarence and Tony, it sounds like you both are headed to the doghouse because of today's comments.
Not me. I'm a good guy.
I ain't headed to no doghouse. I ain't headed to no doghouse at all.
No. Dog pound. That's it.
See, look, my baby already knows. She don't do too much, babe. Point her out when I drop you off today.
No, she is just so tough. This is killing me, man.
I know how to shut my stuff down. See?
Hey, Tony, tell Lachey to go on somewhere, man.
Man, you know. Then digital cheating.
Point around.
I never really heard. To me, digital cheating to me is the same as emotional cheating. But I never really heard of digital cheating. But I guess this is the online flirting, the sexting, or behavior violating trust. So that I would put that in the same box as emotional cheating.
Because it ain't
you're still forming secret emotional or romantic bonds. You know, you're flirting online, you sexting, or you got some type of behavior violating the trust. So it could be ugly either way, you know. Because if you're online flirting and you flirt with somebody, or you sexting and your mate finds that or sees that, then it's still gonna show up as crazy. You know, it's gonna be, you know, humiliating for that person. And I can tell you right now, sometimes women handle stuff a lot better than men. Men, we can't handle no cheating.
Can't do it.
Men cannot handle cheating.
Okay.
Women sometimes, I don't know what it is, but sometimes women can handle it way tougher than men. Mess around and blow their brains out, bro. Because the woman that cheated on. And the woman might just be hurt, emotionally hurt, and just move on, go on, find another next man, you know, to treat her right. But it's different. So, but I don't see any difference. Do you really see any difference in digital cheating or emotional cheating?
No, not for real. It's the same thing. It's just with the digital, you ain't touching. But as y'all conversating through flirting and texting, y'all, it's an emotional thing that's being created.
Right.
So it's the same thing. It's just without the physical.
Right. Yeah. And that's kind of what I feel too. Zoe said, that's right, Tony. Shut it down ASAP. Goodbye. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. You ain't even finna get me in the mix like that. You ain't finna catch me in the mix.
No.
But it comes down to boundaries, man. What kind of boundaries are you setting?
You got to get those with yourself. Like, you just can't do it, especially if if you're in a relationship or you're married or about to be married and you in love or whatever the case may be. You cut all that other stuff off. Bless you. You got to cut it off, man. Because you don't even want them doors cracked or open. Like, especially if you know you. Like,
you don't want that door cracked, and you don't want your mate cracking that door either.
No, exactly. You treat people how you want to be treated. You know, you can't handle, especially if you know that you can't handle finding out your girl that cheated on you. Then you need to stay away from that, because you giving the opportunity for it to happen.
Right.
Don't do it, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of people, man. Like, it's kind of like, so when we was doing the single panel thing, right?
Yeah.
All these people was hollering how single they was, right? And it's people that I know, like when women post something, they done been in their comments, because you can see the comment, been in their comments saying stuff, they single. As soon you ask them, when I was getting a single parent, I was like, hey, I need some men and some women. Oh man, I really got a gal, man. I really got. I'm like, you just on this girl post talking about how sexy she was,
right?
Claiming you single. So I'm like, I'm confused. Are you single or not single?
Right.
And women be like, well, if I ain't married, I'm single. Well, then come on the show. And now I'm dating somebody. Well, you ain't single.
You're not single because you care about their feelings. If you're single,
hello, about you. Hello.
You. So yeah.
So I be confused sometimes when people holler they single because they not married. I'm saying, tell you, somebody put a ring on, I'm single. But then when you say, now, I'm seeing this dude and I don't want to be no prop. What? So you ain't single. You're actively dating. To me, you're single when you're not dating anyone.
Right.
Not in a serious relationship. Now you could just be going out on dates. That's a different. I'm going out on a date with this dude, a date with this dude. We ain't dating. I'm just going out on a date. Then you still single.
Right.
But if you in a relationship where you seeing somebody on a regular basis, you dating. You're not single. Ms. Gwen says another thought is in a relationship, it's important to have an understanding of what constitutes cheating. What's harmless to one may be a major problem to another. Again, that's boundaries. You know, that's talking about you guys sitting down and saying, hey, I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like that. And then he's saying or she's saying, I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. Anything else, we good. And then you both might say, we ain't got no boundaries. We like whatever. We both like whatever.
Yeah, there's people like that.
There's people like that. They got
pineapple people.
Or there are people now that they have this thing called open relationships.
Yeah, that's weird too.
We seeing each other, but we're still free to see other people as well.
Oh, that's weird to me.
It's weird as hell to me too, but it's I guess it's no different than a poly relationship. The only difference in poly, y'all know I got this woman and this woman, or this man. It's rare that you see a poly relationship where it's a woman and multiple men. I have seen one. Matter of fact, we had it on the show, the lady on the show, she had the 2 husbands.
Wow.
Yeah, she had 2 husbands. And I was like, I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
But and they was totally content with it. Totally content with it. But it's mostly you'll see the guy with several sister wives, 4 or 5 sister wives, Rodney says women nowadays crash out hard over cheating. I don't know. Some do, probably some no, I don't know. Monk said, in all seriousness, we should never put our significant other in a position to feel humiliated, belittled, or disrespected. Babe don't have to worry about me out here in these streets doing too much. I respect him and our relationship, but most importantly, I respect myself. So what's up? Sure. Ms. Gwen said, how often does those discussions happen after something have occurred? Right. They happen after it didn't occur, not before.
Right.
Because if you had those conversations before, I used to do this all the time back when I was dating, back when I was young. The first thing I used to ask a person is what you like, what you don't like. And then they say, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like that. And I'm like, what about you? You can't do this, I don't like that. We talk about the likes and don't likes. And then I would actually ask them from a sexual standpoint what you like and don't like.
Right.
Because even though we might not never do nothing, but if we ever did, at least I need to know what your boundaries are.
That part. Yeah.
So it comes down to boundaries. Every relationship has its own boundaries. What feels acceptable to one couple might not to another, just like Ms. Gwen just said. if you figure out or have an understanding of what actually, constitutes cheating. I think if you go into a relationship, see, they might not never really talk about that like that, Miss Gwen. They might not never say, well, what do you consider cheating? Because now it's like, so you plan on cheating? You see what I'm saying? If a man asks a woman, so what do you call cheating? Like, we dating. So where did that come from? You plan on cheating? So now you got a whole nother conversation. But I think if you approach it from the standpoint of what are your likes and dislikes,
But if you're dealing with a mature woman, she gonna respect that you even came at her like that.
Yeah.
To even want to know.
Yeah. But yeah, that discussion probably never really occurs until after somebody has done it. And then at that point, you're trying to figure out how you move on from it, Rodney said he saw a story this morning about a young lady around 22 who deliberately drove the car into a tree because her boyfriend got a text from a female who she thought he was cheating with. The accident put him in a coma. Wow.
Wow.
I think I think too, you have to, so communication, we definitely have to communicate with our partners, because you have some women that think every woman that texts her man is somebody trying to talk to her man. I have a business. Lavelle has a business. We talk big, believe it or not, women are our biggest, you know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of times they have my number. They might have both of my numbers. I'd be like, you can't reach me on that phone, reach me on that one. And if they text me, she can't just jump to the but first of all, none of my clients are gonna be texting me, hey, how you doing today? If it's gonna be, they might say, hey, how you doing? What time are you coming to fix the sink? What up? It ain't gonna be just, hey, what you up to?
It ain't gonna be no after 10, 11 o'clock at night Texas.
No, it ain't gonna be no, hey, what you up to? None of them kind of texts.
Right.
So what feels acceptable to one couple might not be acceptable to another. If trolling breaks agreed upon boundaries, it becomes a betrayal of trust. Yeah, Ms. Gwen said that last part, I respect myself. Yeah, you got to respect yourself to the point where you don't have you're not really putting yourself out there like that. So if you put yourself out there like that, and then the humiliation and all that stuff comes, man, it's kind of like, I think once you really throw it out there in the open and other people see, because people will run with stuff, man. When they get a hold to it, they run with it. And I think this is like some people, it's some people sitting back, laying in wait just to catch somebody slip so they can run with it. That T, they clocking that T. They get that T, pew, they gone.
A lot of people don't want to see you happy.
And social media, boy, is unforgiving, boy. When they go in on you, it is unforgiving. They in on you. Mel said, why ends? Monk said it's all about growth as well. She said, I haven't always been this Monica. When I was younger, I would be ready to tear the club up. Trust is also needed.
Oh, God. This woman thugging.
Bro, she ain't lying.
I know.
She not lying.
I know.
Man, if a woman just spoke to me, she be ready to throw that. I'd be like, man, look, the woman, she ain't did it. God, dog. She see me right here. She don't need to be speaking to you. Tear the club up.
Tear it up, then.
Ms. Gwen said, how do we conduct ourselves, establish unspoken boundaries too? Others, since they can't approach us like that. Absolutely. That's what Clarence was talking about. You can sense those energies. You know when somebody is welcoming you in and not welcoming you.
Yep.
You can sense it.
Yep.
I had to put Lachey on the shelf.
Thank you.
Crazy. But if the trolling breaks agreed upon boundaries, it becomes a betrayal of trust.
Mm-hmm.
And that when you betray that trust, it ain't really easy to rebound from that, man.
No,
at all.
It comes up in the worst times. You think it'd be over with, and then it'll pop right back up. You be like, "Oh, bro, you still on that?"
Man, shoot. So why trolling can still be harmful? It can make a partner feel disrespected or insecure. It may reflect a need for validation outside of the relationship. So if you're seeking or looking for validation outside the relationship, you got a problem inside your relationship.
Inside yourself.
But you definitely got one if you're not getting attention from your mate or partner and you're trying to seek it outside, then that's an issue in your relationship. Y'all need to be talking to have a conversation.
Correct.
But also, I think that's where those other senses ought to kick in too, Clarence, where you're feeling that the energy is off.
Right.
In your household,
right.
Or your relationship. This energy is not off, man. Look, man, he ain't doing this, she ain't doing that, man. I know, And so this happens a lot in relationships. And I don't think it happens on purpose. I just think we get caught up in the everyday, thing of just working, going to work and doing this and doing that, man, dealing with the kid, doing that. We get caught up in the everyday stuff and we tend to make our relationship or our partner a priority. That's why I love what you and Cheryl do a lot of time. You'll say, hey, babe, I'm off today, man. Me and my baby, we going to eat lunch. We going to breakfast. We going to this. We going to do that. We hanging out.
Got to stay active.
Watch us a movie.
Yeah,
I love the fact y'all do that because that means you're putting a priority on her in the relationship.
Yeah, got to, bro. Because you can tell when something ain't right. And you just can't sit up and be like, oh, well, they'll be okay. She'll get over it. He'll get over it. You can't do that, man. Like, if something's wrong, I got to address that. And you got to keep doing what y'all was doing in the beginning because that's what y'all liked about each other. So y'all got to keep that going. You just can't, okay, I done knocked her off. Now I'm going to just kick my feet up. Nah, bro, that ain't how that work, man. That is not how
you just can't just say knocked her off.
Yeah.
Rodney says, Monica Mays, I knew it. I knew you weren't always the good girl. I don't know what that means, Rodney, but Zoe said, you should speak to a couple as a whole and not individual to show a sign of respect. Man, yeah. So let me ask you this. If you was out and you seen a friend, we was in freaking Vegas. We was in Vegas and we're all walking through, we had just came off the Fremont Strip and we was headed to the Gold, what's the hotel, Mona? The casino? The Gold something. We was going to the Claim Jumper anyway. We was going to the restaurant, the Claim Jumper. And I saw two people. Well, I saw a person that I grew up with in my neighborhood, and she was hanging out with a girl that I graduated with. And they was with their husbands. And they was walking past and we looked upside each other. They said, Tony May. I said, hey, y'all. And I immediately shook their husband hands, and then hugged and gave them a little hug, and then we kept walking. You can't. What I look like hugging them and not even saying nothing to their hubs and walking out.
Like, you look like somebody they didn't mess with before.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I see somebody I hope and I was like, you remember my wife Monica, you know Monica, this is my wife Monica, I'm gonna introduce Monica
Immediately.
You know what I'm saying? Mel said, yes, being too content in a relationship can lead to possible loss. Absolutely.
Sure.
Because it's like, you know, we just kind of, I don't like the idea of putting my partner on the shelf.
Right.
Because, and again, this may not be something that was intentional, but it happens because I think we just get carried away again in just the day-to-day rigor of just, you know, working and just life. But you have to remember, like you said, what did I do? Golden nugget. Yeah. What I did to get her or what I did to get him, there still need to be some resemblance of that in our relationship.
Right.
But trolling can harm both trust and public reputation.
Yeah.
You know, I saw a video the other day. Check this out. I saw a video the other day where this young man had stood up in the church and it looked like they was having some type of service. I don't know if it was a meeting, a service, or whatever, but the young man stood up. He was videoing, he had the phone videoing. He said, Pastor, you wrong. He said, I don't know how you can stand up here and preach to these people and you've been sleeping with me for 2 years. And now you don't want to have nothing to do with me.
What?
And somebody holler, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. I was like, whoo.
Pastor.
Man, whoo. But look, if he had a wife, the pastor had a wife, how do you think that would have made her feel right there in that moment?
Man, it's big.
Right? She like, this man has stood up at church. Now, I don't know. He could have been just making up some stuff, just lying on the pastor. I don't know.
That's a big old lie.
You know what I'm saying? But you got some dudes that you got people that would do it though. You got people that will do that. Just try to make somebody look bad. You know,
put you on a gay shit. Jeez.
Yeah, because maybe that pastor then ousted this, then told them like we not accepting that in our congregation. So they gonna say, well, he gonna say that we gonna come and act. You know what I'm saying? So it could happen. True. You know, right. So people crazy nowadays, bro. I don't know nobody. But in that moment, it looked really bad.
Yeah. What the pastor say?
It looked really bad. And if the wife could have been like, what the
hell? What the pastor say?
Man, he ain't say nothing. He didn't even acknowledge him.
Right.
That's you wild. Know, it was a short clip, so I didn't see the full.
Okay.
Before and after, because I'm pretty sure the pastor probably said, hey, get him out of here or whatever. I don't know.
Right. That's wild.
But it happened. Mel said, that's crazy. When in Vegas, I always see Memphis in the house. Yeah, man. Some people, I'm gonna run into some people. Man, I be out the country sometime running into people. That's crazy. We was in Hawaii one time, ran into somebody. We was in Mexico, we ran into somebody. So
you know everybody.
Ms. Gwen said, just without continued effort on both parts can lead to growing apart or burnout. Yep.
Yeah.
But trolling can be harmful, man. It can make the partner feel disrespected or insecure, can reflect the need for validation outside the relationship, and it can harm both trust and public reputation. And final thoughts on it. Trolling the opposite sex online isn't always traditional cheating, but it can still be emotionally unfaithful or disrespectful. Respect, communication, and boundaries define what's acceptable. No, that wasn't Eddie Long. It wasn't that church, wasn't that big. It was a smaller church. Yeah, it definitely wasn't. But I heard that something happened like that. But I think he just went live and said he was screwing Eddie Long or him and Eddie Long. dating. I don't think he went to Eddie Long church. I don't know.
That's bad, man.
I remember something about that, but I thought that guy just actually went live. And I've seen several videos like that where a guy goes live and said he was sleeping with a certain pastor. And that pastor refused to pay him now. And so since he put him on blast because he refused to pay him. So that right there could be just blackmail type stuff, some crazy stuff. So you can't always believe everything that's out here.
Say nothing what you hear and half of what you see.
Yeah. Now if the person pull up videos of them sleeping with you, or you in the bed laying next to them and they got you done.
Dang,
you cooked.
Cooked.
But if they ain't got no video, no pictures, no nothing to indicate it, I don't know about that. It's just your word against theirs.
Yeah.
But playing with people's emotion can bring serious consequences.
Always.
Recently, the lady that killed the Mississippi Boulevard pastor and injured his wife definitely thought the relationship was more than it was.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, and I think that happened like last year or a year before last, something like that. But she got, and I don't think she got but like 5 years or something like that. Monica said respect, communication, and boundaries definitely should be established better sooner than later. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna dip out. I'm gonna dip out right quick and see if there's some tea out here because I didn't check it. I set this up earlier. Hold on.
What up, y'all? Hi, sis.
I'm back. And let me add this.
Well, I was about to start a comedy show.
Don't do it. Let's clock this tea with our girl, Queen Walker.
Good morning. Y'all know what time it is. Put them phones down, fingers up. It's time to clock that tea with your girl, Queen Watkins. I hope y'all are having an amazing morning. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to clock that tea. Have y'all heard of the story that's going viral, y'all? One of the most viral court cases, right? About two best friends. One of the best friends, previous best friends. One of the best friends is suing the other girl for taking her man. Yeah, let's talk about it. So it's a girl named Brene. She's previously been viral on social media. And she had a previous friend named Akira. Akira was married to a man named Tim. And also, Brene was already married to somebody too. Like she was in a relationship with some. Brene is the girl with the real big tip, with the real big boobs, and Akira is the kind of smaller, light-skinned girl. Brene usually be the one with the long nails. So she got sued by Akira because Brene took her man. Okay. So what happened was they would record videos together. While she was over around him, I guess she would have these little bitty booty shorts on, shaking the butt that she do have. She was seducing the man. Right there, my issue with Akira is I don't give a damn if that's your best friend or not. Why are you allowing them to have so much time alone together? Best friend, I don't give a damn. I don't care. And you knew you had some inkling, little feelings that they just might have something going on. But because she had a man, Brene girl had a man, I guess, She just didn't think nothing of it. No, ma'am. I bet you probably thought about, damn, I should have thought about it at that time. But no, that's what she was saying in court. They did have their court case, and Kira was just basically saying this is the type of stuff that Brene was doing. I did see some of the videos where Brene was talking about Akira's husband, Tim, as far as how he makes her genitals feel, how she feel when he rubbing her thighs. She never said his name specifically, but we knew who she was talking about. Old boy walked in her room while she was on live one day, and she gonna say, "Thank you for coming over here to pick me up." When he came in the room saying, "I'm looking for my keys," right? So her and the girl were still best friends, like they were still close, and she was in the process of seducing her husband. Can't trust everybody, right? So the girl did a lawsuit, and she won. Akira did a lawsuit, and she won $1.5 million from Brene because Brene messed up their marriage, and she also got to give $250 for what was it? Alienation of affection. $250,000. Was the dick worth? Was it worth it? Tim don't even keep his hair cut, hair done. You gotta pay that money on it.
Man, I'm gonna have to start hitting her with the buzzer.
That's coming from you. She sued you. She been out on social media saying that Akira is jealous and Akira is this and Akira is that. Baby, y'all better quit playing. Content creators be saying defamation of character.
Uh-oh.
You know what happened to Queen? Her video just stopped.
Too much cussing.
Look, they censored her.
Yeah.
They censored Queen, y'all.
They censored.
We got the gist of the story. 1.5 million. Woo.
Bro, that's crazy.
Breaking up the marriage.
That sounds like a hustle.
Do she have 1.5 million as a TikTok? This boy crazy. Take old business.
Come on,
did
baby.
she have as an influencer? But as an influencer, did she have $1.5 million?
And if she did, why she ain't have her own dude?
She probably did. She just wanted her best friend dude.
Wanted her cake and eat it too. That's crazy.
Right, it's crazy. Right? It's crazy. But anywho, man, we got to get out of here, man. But thank you so much to our co-host today, Mr. Clarence Claytor, CC. Man, we will. He'll be here next week, y'all, live in 11 color, so he'll be able to kind of come live.
It's going down. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. I'm so excited, man.
If you guys had not heard about the event that we're doing on the 22nd, we are doing our annual tent homeless for the tents for the homeless, our second annual tents for the homeless. It's going to be November the 22nd from 10:30 to 1 in Morris Park, 747 Poplar Avenue. Very popular park where a lot of the homeless people hang out. And we're going to be giving out tents, sleeping bags, a few backpacks that I got. I think I only like 5 or 6 of them. But these, I like the big backpacks. They can put a lot of stuff in. But some people have some hats and gloves they're giving out. We got snacks, we got toiletries, we got food that they're gonna be passing out. We got a lot of stuff going on. Monica's actually doing, she's asking people if you have coats or slightly worn coats for to hand out to those, because it's gonna be cold, starting to get cold if it ain't already cold. But if you have coats or slightly worn coats for men, women, and children, bring those out there. Make sure they clean. Don't just bring them out there, y'all. Make sure they clean. Even if they're slightly worn, just make sure they clean. Bring the stuff out there, and we're gonna give those, let them, get those coats and stuff as well. I know I got a couple of coats in there that I don't wear. It's probably close to new. I probably wore them one time. I might bring a couple of those out. Monica got several coats in there, so we're gonna bring some coats, and we're asking everybody to do the same if you have them. But thank you all those who have called and asked, what can we do? Do you guys need anything else? We're still taking monetary donations, even though we probably won't be able to use it for this particular event. We'll be able to use it for next year. So make sure, and if you just want to come out, be a part of it. If you want to purchase a 2-minute hat, t-shirt or hat or something, so you can represent us when you're out there, we appreciate that as well. We should go back to the Mexican restaurant or Rafferty's. Yeah, we're gonna do something afterwards, Miss Mayor Mac, later afterwards. I don't know yet what yet, but we'll do something. Miss Gwen says 7 states have those laws about breaking up marriages: Hawaii, Illinois, Mississippi, New Mexico, North Carolina, South Dakota, and Utah. Wow. Yeah, I know influencers can bring in a lot of money, but a lot of them, some of them bring $4,000-$5,000 a month. You talking about 1.5 million? That's a lot of money. So, if you guys can help out with this homeless project, tent project, we gladly appreciate you. Thank you guys again for that.
I can wait.
All right, man. You got anything you want to add? Close out.
I've never been so excited to go help homeless people, bro. Like, this has really turned into a thing for us, man. Like, we go to sleep talking about it. We wake up talking about it. She called me like, babe, I was thinking we could do it. I'm like, shit, yeah, that sounds like, let's do it.
It's Cheryl already gone. She already gone to work.
Gone. Yeah, she left.
Okay. I was gonna let her come on. I know you could probably share, you talk to her. I know you guys are coming down from Ohio, and
correct.
If you could tell her about what her team, she got together with her team,
okay.
and if you could share some of the stuff that they're doing.
So Cheryl, she's a district manager for Wendy's. So she has like 8 or 9 stores that she oversees. And each one of her stores was presented with the video of the tent drive that we was going to have in Tennessee. And everybody jumped on board. Like, it was automatic. So they wanted to help and partake in it. So she then gathered different stores, is getting gloves and hats. Other stores are getting socks and, Blase Skippy, toiletries, and she doing a collection. She come in, we got bags on deck down in the basement that we finna just load the car up with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted to be a part of it, man. It's a beautiful thing. Like, the togetherness is if you feel it, you feel me? Like I said, I've never been so excited to do something like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be my first time. I remember y'all did it last year. We couldn't make it, or let alone partake in it. Now we get to be a part of it, and so I wish I could have brought the kids, man, but they ain't gonna be able to make it. So, but we coming, man, and we're gonna have a truck full of stuff, and it's gonna go down, bro. Like, everybody, her team really responded nicely, man. Like, some of them going in, they using their own money. I don't know if they got like any type of buckets out trying to collect or donate anything, but yeah, she getting 8 stores, 2-3 bags each store. So yeah, bro, like, we're gonna have a lot of stuff for the people, man.
Well, we thank you guys for that, because it was, I think the light bulb really came on, because when she said, "Oh, we can do this, do that," I think the light bulb really came on for Cheryl probably about a month and a half ago, and I was like, I think Cheryl getting excited about a month. They were excited about coming, but when she thought about what they could do on their end, and then when she actually pitched the idea or either showed the video to her team, I think that really kind of sparked things and got her.
Hey, with her, bro, once you put something in her head and she get to dwelling on it, she don't stop, bro. Like, she's a real competitive conqueror type chick. Like, she own that. Like, she just be sitting there. You think she be thinking about something else, and she be thinking about that. Well, we could do it. I'm like, this lady, man, she's so.
She like me, bro. I'm on that same thing. It's like, let's get it, So, but thank you guys again. We appreciate it, man. We got to get out of here, but let's pray. Let's pray, bro. Most gracious and eternal God, we thank you for allowing us to just be able to go through another show, God. We pray now for all of our viewers and listeners, God, that you would grant them their heart's desire, oh God, that you would grant them grace, mercy, and grace, oh God, that you will continue to allow them to be fruitful and to be just safe, Lord, oh God, that you would protect them from all hurt, harm, or danger. We pray now for those who will be traveling here next week, that you would grant them traveling grace, oh God, that they would get here safely and be able to return home safely, and shield and cover and protect them while they're here, oh God. We pray now for Lavelle, that you would continue to bless him in his situation, oh God, that you would just rain down and shower down your love upon him and his family, oh God. Queen and her family, that you will continue to touch and bless in a special way. Me and my family, oh God, continue to bless like only you can bless, oh God. Look on the Nealon family, oh God, and we pray that you would grant them strength in their time of bereavement, oh God, that you would just touch and restore unto them the joy of their salvation, oh God. We thank you, we love you. It's in Jesus' name that we pray and ask all of these things. Thank God and amen. All right, man. See you guys tomorrow. Same bat time.
Same bad place.
2 Minute Hats.
Let's talk about it. Hey.
It's the 2 Minute Hats podcast with your hosts with the most, Tony and Lavelle, every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. We also have Queen Watkins with Clock Dead P. Tune in with us and have a great time. Let's talk about it right here. 2 Minute Hats podcast.